It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
and West,
Huh?
Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rules.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Be grown in the crime called Prima Fur and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rules. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Nigga can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking problem. Knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rules. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into son, got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present Podcast. I am Deasia, the assistant principal. You have Supreme Ra, the principal, Heezy, the dean of all things hip hop, and Josh Prince, the counselor in the building. Tonight, we got a really good show for y'all. We're going to hit on some trending topics. We're also going to be talking about the relationship between the barbershop and hip-hop and the impact that the barbershop has had on hip-hop. Joining us tonight to have that conversation is some of the hottest barbers that's out there. We have Solo, the owner and operator of MVP Barber Lounge. We have Steve from Royalty Cuts in the building. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight, fellas.
Peace.
What up? Welcome to the show.
Right. All right.
So anyway, y'all know how we do each and every week. We start off with a hip-hop trivia question. This week, hip-hop trivia question is brought to you by our sponsors, Art by Chung G, the Uhuru Academy, Supreme's Pull Up, Lit and Leisure Travel, and the Death of Deasia. This week's hip-hop trivia question is, what rapper attempted to unalive himself at the age of 12? Again, what rapper attempted to unalive himself at the age of 12? I know unalive is a word that y'all probably haven't heard that much, but read in between the lines because we don't want to say the S word and get kicked off of YouTube. So if y'all know the answer to that, drop down in the comments, try and answer that question. We will reveal the answer at the end of the show. With that being said, class is in session.
Class in session. What up, though? What's up, everybody? Everybody all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, we're gonna jump this thing off and talk about your boy Soulja Boy. You know, he always is going viral about something, and this time he is going viral because the people say Soulja Boy is not worth $250 worth of food stamps. And Soulja Boy had something to say about it. So I had the clip, but it's neither here nor there. We just gonna talk through this thing because I ain't put it in.
Man,
but anyway, there was this that was the you what you say, Josh?
It's a recession. Them $250 worth of food stamps, like shit. You know, hey, listen, eggs
Pound to go.
Soulja Boy now.
Yeah, but anyway, there was
that shit is funny. That boy was mad now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna actually see if I could get that to play real quick. I probably could get that to play real quick. Hold on, I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, I got it. I'm finna play it. Hold on one second. Because I know people out there. So I know people out there, they be liking to hear what the person said instead of you talking through it. So I'm going to give them that. Let's see here. If it let me. You know what? Never mind. It ain't going to let me. I ain't finna do all that. But anyway, so there was a host of some type of podcast or some street team that was out picking random people and asking them would they rather kick it with Soulja Boy or would they rather get $250 worth of food stamps. And he was in New Jersey asking the question, and all of the people said no, Soulja Boy is corny. They would not take the outing with Soulja Boy over the $250 worth of food stamps. Soulja Boy then goes onto social media and he responds. He told them that they broke, they dusty, they can't hang around him anyway. F Jersey, like he really went there. He went there on them. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. If I had the option to choose between $250 in food stamps and to kick it with Soulja Boy, I would definitely hang with Soulja Boy. He is hilarious, and I feel like it would be a really, really good time.
I'm fucking with Draco.
You'll hang with you'll take hanging with Draco as well, Heezy.
Yeah, I'm fucking with Draco, and I don't know if y'all caught it. Y'all can catch the clip on Homeroom Live if y'all ain't see the episode from the other day. But yeah, I talked about this the other day too. Yeah, I'd rather hang with Soulja Boy. And like I say, if it's $500, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 in food stamps, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worth for all that. But $250, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'll go ahead and hang with Soulja Boy.
Man, you gonna turn down $250 of food stamps to go talk to Soulja Boy about what though?
I'm saying,
it's to hang out with him.
Talking.
Hang out with him for what though? Like
it's just to be fun.
Yeah. Fun. We fun. We hanging out on the show having fun. I want my $250 food stamp. My kids be hungry. They be bullshitting. They eat up everything.
Heinz groceries is you can't get none but 2 packs of chicken wings and a couple cans of green beans.
That's two. Listen, that's 2-3 nights of meals versus one night of hanging out with Soulja Boy go fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want the food stamps.
Okay. Hey, Solo, would you rather take the $250 and the food stamps, or would you hang out with Soulja Boy? I think he's muted.
Solo, we can't hear you, Solo.
He can't hear us either, obviously. Steve, would you rather take the $250 in food stamps, or would you like to kick it with Soulja Boy?
Shit, man, I might try to fuck with that boy for a minute, man. Know what I'm saying? It might be more beneficial for me to try to fuck with him being on some rap shit or some shit like that.
Yeah. You gonna be signed to SMD Money Game.
He talking about cut the check. Soulja, tell Soulja come fuck the rap junk, man.
Soulja Boy, he is hilarious. And another trending topic that is
you ask me.
Oh, Supreme, what would you do? I know you taking the $250 with your chicken selling ass.
I don't fuck with the ops, my nigga. I'm down with C-Dub. I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't fuck with the ops.
Hey, I feel
they ain't no real ops. The man got maced already, so I think it's
my boy Big Soulja ain't worried about that shit no more, man. He ain't on my boy to see Dub no more, man. You know that's my nigga. He ain't got that me fucking with him.
Yeah, y'all beginning to get real messy at the beginning of the show. Ain't even started yet. I ain't even heat up from this oil yet. You know what I'm saying? But moving forward, we have another topic that is trending. Well, that people have been talking about is there was a rapper, and you could probably expound on this a little bit more than me because I ain't know nothing about it until 2 minutes before the show. There was a rapper that went on Vlad that after leaving Vlad, he ended up getting murdered. Is that true?
Yeah. Shit, I don't really know too much about it either. And the crazy thing is, he had the interview with Vlad probably like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe. And I went to watch it a couple times, and I never end up watching the whole thing. But anyway, the nigga name was Btb Savage. I think that's his name. I don't know where he's from, but he got murdered in Texas. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, I guess somebody tried to kill him before, tried to kill him and his girl, and I think he ended up, self-defense, end up murdering them. You know what I'm saying? On some self-defense.
It was his girl. She ended up, his girl ended up shooting a dude.
Okay.
He came over to rob him. They was supposed to have been doing some music, a feature or something.
Right.
But before that, he was on the internet. He do a lot of capping, and you know how they go. The capping gonna bring the robbers. So it was an attempted robbery that went sour. The girl ended up killing the robber, right. And he ended up going after that, capping, making posts,
Went on
standing in
Vlad.
the kitchen where the body was full of blood. He was just doing a lot of extra shit that you don't do after you done kill somebody. Because they still got family and friends that even though they was in the wrong, shit, it's still people that feel some type of way about they people being dead. So for you to go, you marking them like, yeah, I got them, and you didn't even do it, your girl did it. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things where if he would have just chilled and probably been still, he'll still be alive. And I hate that for him because he was an up and coming artist and he was actually getting a little buzz. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. This internet is undefeated, man.
So let me ask you this: what's the connection between him getting murdered and Vlad? Is it the Vlad got bought into the mix because he probably got put eyes on him, where being on such a big platform where people were able to identify him or something? Because really, what Vlad got to do with it?
Really, me speculating is probably because like when he went on after that, like. The timeline of him posting that picture with him in the kitchen with the blood, and then him, posting pictures with money, mocking, talking about, yeah, I make these niggas mama go do a fundraiser for him. All that was in the area when he was just capping about this here. So Vlad kind of came into play because that was like one of the last things he did, and he kind of brought that subject up, and he was really, capping about what had transpired. And like I say again, it wasn't him that actually did the killing; it was his girl.
Okay, right. Well,
yeah, and so people just try to tie Vlad in because every time something happen, nigga get locked up or nigga get killed, they always say, well, shit, nigga was just on Vlad,
yeah,
Vlad, they just try to make that whole connection. No, he ain't got. I don't think that. No,
Vlad for bringing your name up in this foolishness. Solo, you good? Still can't hear you.
You probably have to come out and come back in.
Yeah, he gonna have to
go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Somebody going to the private chat and tell them. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just jump into our main topic. Our main topic is about the relationship between hip hop and the barbershop and the impact that the barbershop has had on hip hop. And back in the day, when people was, selling their tapes out the trunk, bootlegging and things like that, the barbershop was a real hot spot for people to go to get their music heard and everything. And it was a place to have, conversations about, what we would consider to be called trending back then. So first I'm going to let the barbers introduce themselves and let us know a little bit about them and give us a background on how they all got started. We're gonna start off with Royalty Cut. Steve is representing in the building. Can you give the people a little background on your experience with being a barber, how you became a barber, and some of the things that you have experienced as it's pertaining to hip hop and how it all ties together?
Okay, yeah. Like we say, Royalty Cuts, man. Barbershop Royalty Cuts, man. I go by a lot of names, man. Ray Wavy, Braided. Ray Wavy, Braided, Locked and Loaded now, goddamn me, you know what I'm saying? So it's just transition like a motherfucker. But shit, I started cutting her a long time ago, man, as a kid, man. Took a bag, goddamn me cutting. Tried to fix it, and I never stopped, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that turned out, but music always been related to the barbershop though, man. Like you were saying, man, that's where the niggas went and got the info from on the rappers, from the barbers. The barbers has always been the cornerstone of the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
It's always played an important part in the music.
Hey, you also rap too. You got a rap career too. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm retired, man, yeah, but I did, man. I did a dab in it, man. Rap junk, you know what I'm saying? KOTF, King of the Funk, man, I did a dab a little bit.
And for those out there, y'all, that's my little brother, man. So we gonna rap like that, man. That's my blood brother. You know what I'm saying? So y'all respect that nigga like y'all respect me. Or you can hate on him like y'all hate on me. Anyway it go, but we gonna stay 10 toes down on talking about.
Nah, all the while,
Nobody
man.
about
Yeah,
y'all
like that.
ass.
So,
For all the
so,
niggas who
so.
didn't know that, he talking about I'm the nigga gonna be looking for you. Talking that
So,
bullshit. Green Rod, man. My baby, you know what I'm talking about.
It's a pretty.
Yes, indeed. So, Solo, are you there? Can you hear us? Can you talk? Is your
I
mic on?
I hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. So,
Okay.
tell us about your experience. Like, you own the MVP Barber Lounge in Fort Worth, Texas. How did you get started in being a barber?
Yeah. Hustling. Needed money.
Fuck you,
Couldn't
man.
afford. Yeah. Couldn't afford my own haircut, so I had to start learning how to cut mine. I had a lot of barbers in my family, and
Okay.
it always paid me. I was good at it young. Um, They say it's tied to the music and to the culture. Because if you're not aware of the culture, if you're not aware of what's hot, the boosie fade, the whatever's new, you're not gonna be a successful barber. You got to know what's the culture and what the kids want to look like. If you're cutting them how you want them to look, you're gonna have a specific crowd of people that look like you. You're trying to cut the masses. They got to know that you could do whatever. But yeah, I've been putting designs in people's heads since '93.
93. Dang. So you go way, way back with it then.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
deep. I started really cutting heavy my
so
senior year.
Solo, speaking of the culture, you originally being from New Orleans, right? And moved to Texas and living in Texas. How was the barbershop culture change? What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Is there a difference between Texas barbering and Louisiana, New Orleans barbering?
The safety.
You said the safety. You said that's number one. Huh?
Man, I mean, yeah, barbershops in New Orleans, you gotta know it. They gotta buzz you in. You don't go to places you don't know, because everybody in there carries cash, and they get robbed a lot. Texas is a more comfortable, peaceful place to make your money. People allow you to make your money. They do have the element like they have in every society, but yeah, it's the poverty here is less crucial.
Okay. Hey, you talked about the culture and being in touch with like the styles from the rappers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So was you around like for the whole the high top fade era and all that kind of shit when niggas was getting the high top fades and the
I used to
Bobby
rock the high,
Browns?
yeah, the high. I used to rock the high top fade. I used to charge extra to put S curl peroxide color in your shit. I could put some Kool-Aid in it, make it red, blue, green. Yeah. Yeah, you find out a way to turn a $5 cut into a $20 cut, to a $20 cut into a $40, $50 cut. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's different stuff that's in the game that people don't want to add to their thing, to add to their price. But the culture say that folks is doing extra. You know what I'm saying? So if you're back in the day, if I was good because I could do certain things other people couldn't do. I had sisters that was doing hair and family that was doing hair. Taught me about peroxide, putting Kool-Aid, making colors. I could do all kind of shit to you. You know?
Let me ask you this here. Did you ever bootleg out your shop?
Bootleg out the shop. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Hey, that was another thing. Barbers, man, that hip hop made barbers a lot of money with that bootlegging back in the gap.
Right.
Well, I mean, the bootleggers, everybody does. That was a competitive game. That was one of a bunch of them. It was some barbers that took that lane. You know what I'm saying? The CDs was popping in the barbershops for sure. This way you can. We had everything first.
Yeah. I know. I got a lot of good heat from the barbershop.
Mm-hmm. And still, I think the barbershop knows all the new local talent for everybody knows. The new local.
Mm-hmm.
We got the young forward barbers coming through here. Forward music coming through here.
Oh yeah, so you get a lot of this in your chair, man. Listen at this one. I just dropped this one the other night. Hear this.
They want the barbershop to hit. They want to put it on the
yeah.
Bluetooth. Put this on the Bluetooth.
Right.
Straight up.
Y'all know DFW Shaka. Every time Shaka come through,
that's my partner, man.
Shaka go put on the show. Shaka go put on the concert at the shop.
Every time.
Shout out my boy Shaka, the hardest hustler in the phone, man. Nigga,
No, say, man, the guy been hustling hard for years and years and years, man. And he aged backwards. You dig what I'm saying? For real.
I know there's a lot of stuff that transpire at the barbershop. You got people selling CDs, you got people selling clothes, shoes, you got people selling
All
illegal substances.
yeah,
Um,
that
you got
person.
T-shirts,
cologne, you know, the roll
clothes.
on, you know,
Yeah.
you got all kinds of stuff. And like what Solo was saying, as far as the safety aspect of it, it's crazy because when you think about a place like the barbershop and how, you know, that's that one place where on the weekend the men get to come together, you know, get fresh and all of that, and talk amongst each other. And it seems like it would be more of a safe haven or something, so to speak. But it can get
It
out of
is
Yeah,
most times. It is
yeah,
it
most
yeah,
times.
always is, man. That barbershop is safe haven for
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
it is most times. You know,
Real
I mean,
talk.
sometimes shit
you
goes
Motherfucker
down.
come to the barbershop and feel safe. Nigga come to the barbershop for the help of the barber. Goddamn me, the barber played all kinds of roles.
yeah. You know, back in the gap, it was three things in the neighborhood you can count on because they all kind of coincided. And it was hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? Because you got to think when the drug dealers started, you know, putting their money into hip hop, where did they go? They put it into hip hop and barbershops. That's how they cleaned the money. You dig what I'm saying? So all
Yeah,
that
that too.
goes together. The barber was protected. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, the barber, you go down there to the corner to the barber shop, don't go down there bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because like this in this neighborhood, all of us we know the barber. We got to have him in check because that's who keep us clean. So the barber always had that safety net.
Right. Yeah, that too. Hey, let me ask y'all this, man. Being that y'all been in the game for a long time, how has it changed over the years? You know what I'm saying? I remember going to the barbershop when I was little, man. People used to watch videos, you know what I'm saying, like the box and Rap City and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So how has it like changed over the years as far as like just, you know, listening to shit, watching video, you know, all that kind of shit.
You want to go first, Royalty?
Shit, you got me on that one, Jim. You know,
Well, I'm gonna say change for me. I got more comfortable with the kids' music and understanding they gotta hear it with cussing in it. You know,
Right.
they get uncomfortable in certain situations that's not relative to them. So you gotta understand what's relative to your audience and the community. And
Good point. That's a good point.
yeah, I tried to keep a certain type of atmosphere. I'm gonna try to keep it as professional as possible. But then the audience hems and hers on a lot of music that you know you gotta be. I gotta listen to. I gotta listen to some Moneybag Yo 21. I gotta 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? Kodak Black. You gotta.
right.
I gotta play that. I can't listen to Juvenile all day and Luther Vandross and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Yeah,
you
it
gotta
definitely keep you in touch with what's going on
you
because
gotta
you
be in touch
so
with it. Yeah. You
for me,
gotta
it's
respect
always
it and
they
feel it. Yeah, you
they
gotta respect it.
YouTube
You ain't gotta like it, but you gotta respect it. That's what the kids are.
right.
Some of it you'll learn to like. You know what I'm saying? If you accepting, some of it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Some of the kids really be on some shit. They put you
Right.
on some new shit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then too, I think if you keep your ear to what's going on with the youth, I think they actually can help you be a better barber, because the thing is it's certain people that they may mention that they might want their haircut. Like if you ain't hip to it, they might mention a certain person. You're like, what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about how this person wear their hair or anything like that. So I think that'll be helpful as well. And then also the relationship with the barbershop and hip hop, it runs deep, because you have those instances where you may, for instance, have a barber that want to try something and just, you know, be able to experiment on someone's head and come up with something that has never been seen before. Then you get this person that's rapping and they got a large fan base or whatnot. Now people are going to start, you know, looking for and wanting that particular haircut. So it's a symbiotic relationship with everybody. They're able to feed off of each other. And so I feel like if it's beneficial to everybody, it's a win-win situation. So
So
it's a very close knitted relationship between hip hop and the barbershop, because I feel like you can't really have one without the other, for real, because the more and more fashion and things like that advance, the more and more the barber the barber world will advance, and vice versa. The barbers keep the rappers clean. The rappers, they keep the barbers in business. So it's definitely a close knitted, harmonious relationship.
Yeah, I don't think without barbershops we wouldn't have no Big Daddy Kane's and Kwame's and all that. You know, the Bobby Brown. What was that? The Gumby. All that.
Yeah, the Gumby.
Because their hairstyles
Kid
was
play.
their signature.
That was their signature, you know. So they when they went to their barber, they had to get, hey, listen, give me that special, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to be seen with it. Because I know when I was growing up, man, I wanted that Big Daddy Kane so bad. You know what I'm talking about? Had a part coming up through here with the, you know,
Was crazy about them too. If you hear about how they started them cuts, most of them and some of the best cuts come from accidents.
I was just about to say that. Fucking up.
Somebody fuck up and cut it too low, and you got to fix it and make it look like something different, something nice. That's when you show your skill and turn a fuck up into something.
So that's what must have happened with the shag. Cause I know in Texas, y'all wear this hairstyle called the shag. Matter of fact, you got the shag on your head right now, Solo.
It don't look like a fuck up though.
Did something was this by accident? You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't look like no accident.
I mean, y'all.
What's the history of the shag?
You learn how to fix it up. You know, so did when the
say, man, let me.
What I'm trying to ask is the first nigga with a shag, how did it happen? Did the clipper slip and then they were like, oh Lord, I gotta put this a little lower and I ain't wanna take your fro down like that. Like, how did we come about the shag?
Shag is probably one of the oldest haircuts out there. My grandpa used to wear shag, and when I thought it was corny, I saw the old folks wear it, but you gotta be you gotta have a certain kind of spirit to wear them. You know, you got to reach a certain level to be able to attain that kind of cut. But it's been around.
See, what people don't understand is, hold on, Rap Junk. Being from it's not a Texas thing. It's a Dallas Fort Worth thing. It's not in Houston, none of this shit. But at once upon a time, man, to wear a shag mean you was a player-made ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just we just so player and cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just y'all don't understand, man. That shag just brings out the essence inside of you, man. It gives you confidence, man. That's how we, especially if you got the waves with the shag. Say, turn around. Let me see something, Solo. Turn. See that goddamn taper fade, man, with the waves going into the back. Man, my niggas say we having our way, goddamn, man. Go ahead, Roger, cuz niggas ain't got me excited, man. I'm gonna grow my shit back.
Oh, you had a shag, champ.
I'm starting to believe like to get like one of the most absurd haircuts. Then it's like to wear it and be able to rock it. It's like showing that you got this confidence. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just gonna let the clipper slip on my head and I'm gonna wear me a shag.
No. Hey, listen.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell
everywhere, every region, they got a haircut that specializes. It's like Houston, they got the South Side where you got a fade that is probably that much of your hair. You know what I'm saying? In the front, it's just a little bit. But, you know, if you go back at one point in time, we had a hairstyle called the booty, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard of that shit.
Hey, that's gotta be player. That was some players.
Yeah, y'all ain't up on that type shit up in Detroit.
Y'all don't cut y'all hair. Y'all don't believe in getting
when I first came to Texas and I seen somebody with the South Side I was like, this nigga done went and got the home base cut in his head. It looked like one of them home base, like the baseball bases or something. I don't know what the fuck wrong with it.
Right, it's about that big sitting in the front of that nigga head.
You see, the thing with that is, you gotta have swaver. I say swag and flavor, so I call it swaver. With any of those haircuts right there, you gotta have swaver, and you're gonna have on fresh girl. You're gonna be smelling good, and you're gonna be stomping your feet, and you're gonna have the swaver to go with it. Everybody can't do that. You dig what I'm saying?
Everybody can't do it.
Everybody can't do it. It's a player thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be built for it.
Yeah, you could tell it's a different kind of person. Some people want what everybody got, the regular taper or the fade, and some people want it's a dude that rock the ducktail, but only this nigga can rock the ducktail. That's in 2023. Niggas.
Royalty Cuts, how did you feel when you had your shag?
Like a boss player.
Yeah.
He talking about.
Niggas up here had shags like back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, it's an old
after that,
hairstyle. You know,
Are y'all
after
talking
that, it
about
was a
like a
wrap.
mullet?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't rock it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't got it in them.
hey, say it again. It ain't for everybody. Everybody can't. You know. You got to. It's certain shit everybody cannot do. You got to have swaver when you're doing that.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. What's one of the most ridiculous things somebody done asked y'all for when they done came in the shop?
No, I'm saying
What y'all
that
can
first
think of?
time. That's what I'm saying. That when they went with the South Side and the Shag. It was nigga bald head in the middle. He
Just bald in the middle and got something up here.
the Shag in the back. That shit. First time I seen that, fucked me up.
Now, there's a few niggas rock that. They should be fresh though.
When I first seen it, like for a nigga to wave up and get it right, that shit be clean. A nigga can make it clean, but that first time, broski was bald. He was bald. The fade was clean. The nigga faded them all the way. You know what I'm saying? That bald, that shit was funny to me, boy. Nigga showed me the picture, say, "Can I do it?" I say, "Yeah."
Hey, Solo, what about you? What's the most ridiculous thing somebody done asked you for?
There was a Mexican that cut next to me that tried to show me. I seen him cut. They cut waves in Mexicans' hair around there.
Oh,
Yeah, they do that.
There's a way to take the edges and to comb it over, and they cut lines across they shit so it looked like our shit were waves. They cut lines into that motherfucker to wave a Mexican.
Oh, look! If I run across a Mexican that's looking like that with the waves and everything, I might fuck around and find out. I might give me a house built from scratch.
Well, if they got waves in their head, they ain't building no houses. Now you might get you a brick or something.
That ain't the kind of the same kind of Mexican.
Well, however, he's still gonna be true to his roots. He a Mexican. He got them ways. He's still gonna be true to his roots. See, he ain't like some people that they get away from their roots. He got them ways, but he gonna surprise you, babe. I got these waves. I look like I'm thugging out here, but I could build you a house from scratch. And I'm
the wannabe nigga Mexican can't build no house.
I'm telling you, no, they can't. They can get you some drugs though. That's about it.
They get you all the bills.
Well, I take that too, because work ain't honest.
But it pay the bills. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, what was I about to say? Shit. But shit, even you know what I'm saying, people like people like me, y'all can see I ain't had no haircut in years and shit, but at the same time, I hang out at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Or I used to more so than I do now. You know what I'm saying? So even just like that, so people just come up there to hang out. You know what I'm saying? To come and buy. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. So it's more than just.
You say what?
I say it'd be bad at the house sometime, man. The barbershop is great. You know what I'm saying? It's like Boys and Girls Club sometime, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's definitely a getaway. A motherfucker. One thing I'm gonna say is this here, man. You can't trust nobody. You trust your barber. You know?
Yeah.
Talking to him, you know what I'm saying? You close to him, you know what I mean? So you
I must say that y'all are two trustworthy brothers. That's real.
Yeah, your barber like your counselor, man. Your barber is like your counselor. It's a rule of thumb for those who really indulge in manicuring their head, man. Don't cheat on your barber. That's like cheating on your old lady. You know what I'm saying? Your barber is like your counselor.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that?
What y'all think?
Hold on, let me say something. I got this. My barber is royalty cuts, right? But sometimes my barber not available. So I have to let him know, look, I'm finna go fuck around over here, and he give me permission. And when I can't fuck with royalty cuts, I fuck with that brother right there sitting next to Solo, my nigga Big A.
Don't come after my barber now.
Hey, Big A. No. I didn't know Big A was sitting over there.
And I let Big A know, hey man, I can't cut my hair, man. My barber not available, and that's him, bro.
For sure.
That way you keep it.
They got to meet like two side bitches.
Yeah.
Make sure he get a good understanding. Ain't no misunderstanding.
Ain't no misunderstanding, huh? Yeah.
Ain't no misunderstanding, man. Hey, don't
Yeah,
misunderstand it, man. You know.
barbershop is a very interesting place. I remember when I first went natural, I cut all my hair off, and I was like 19 at the time, and I cut all my hair off, and then I kept it short for a long time, and sometimes I let it grow out, and then I cut it back off again. I'm gonna tell you something. As a woman being in the barbershop, hanging out with the boys, it's a very interesting situation because I learned like I used to. Have you ever just been in a place where you like I ain't even supposed to be up in here? You know what I'm saying? Because I would be at the barbershop and sometimes they'll forget that it's a woman there, so they'll just talk how they talk.
You
And I
gonna
used
hear
to be like,
everything.
God,
The whole pussy stank.
yeah,
Oh
like,
man, you
sit
finna hear
around,
about
like,
bad
sit
dates. You
around.
finna hear about niggas, old ladies tripping with them. You finna hear about
Yeah, as a
it in
woman,
the
and you
barbershop.
sitting around
You
listening
gonna
to
hear
men
it.
talk, it's like, what the
Welcome to
hell
the
be
city
on me and
barbershop.
mine? But all at the same time, I realized I let the guys know too. After a while, I was like, even though I'm here, this is technically y'all space. Don't feel like y'all have to, like, don't disrespect me personally. You get what I'm saying? But you don't have to censor what you say around me or anything like that. Then it had got to the point where I actually started going to the barber shop. I ain't even get my hair cut, but they might be drinking, smoking or something up there. I might go to the barber shop and just hang out and get me a drink or something. So that's just what it was. So it's definitely a live place to be at. And once you build relationships with people and they know you, it's pretty, because like the barbershop is like the cornerstone of the community. And when the barbers and stuff know you, it's just, you feel like shit, you somebody. They like, oh, that's such and such. So it's definitely an experience. I will say that. And ladies, if y'all wear y'all hair short or whatever, and y'all go to the barbershop, just get your hair cut and take your ass on and let them men talk how they want to talk, because that's their space.
Now we try to be respectful too, though. If women come in the shop, we
most
tone it
women,
down.
goddamn me, that's gonna be in the.
What do you say?
Say it again, John.
Well, you could go solo. What you say? You try to keep it respectful and what?
Yeah, if women come in there, we see women and grandma, we gonna tone it down. We gonna say, hold up, well, shut that down a little bit. If grandma come in there, some women and young children, but a lot of times the women like the conversation. They do.
Yeah, the conversation be dope.
Grown
I
women
didn't
like
know
the
how
conversation.
wild the conversations could get, but it be like really, really dope conversation, and it's interesting because I think the barbershop is a place where men are a little bit more comfortable, with expressing things. And like I say, it seems as if it's somewhat of a safe haven, so it could be certain things that's going on at home or anything, and they just air it all out. So I was the fly on the wall a whole bunch of times, just, being
That's
nosy.
why. That's why I be tripping on. That's why I be tripping on these niggas that be needing healing and I need some vent. Bitch ass nigga, go to the barber shop, nigga. That's where you go heal at.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
That's where you
stand
get.
no nigga that
y'all
needs
hear
to
me?
heal.
Yeah.
You need
You
to
can hear
heal.
me.
If a man going through something, he's supposed to go to the bar and get drunk, or he go to the barber shop or something. You don't.
In defense, hold up. I'm always on the fence. In defense of them niggas that cry a lot, you know what I'm saying? The barbershop has changed a lot due to COVID. And most barbers, I'm not saying these guys, but most barbers, they done got Hollywood and they want to go on appointments. So the barbershop is changing. I wish, I hate that it's changing. But and let me ask that question. How is that changing the barbershop for us, like, huh?
Nah, I'm motherfucking with you. I say I'm definitely on them appointments, man. I'm trying to make sure.
Yeah. Appointments, like, I understand the appointments, but at the same time, it's really changing the culture of the barbershop, because you could go in there, and I know COVID had a big thing, a big part to play in it, and then it just became convenient, and it's kind of more like, what I'm saying, it's more like you keep your time, kind of like in a place to where you still got have a balanced life, a balance like a working home life, so it helps you a lot. But that fucked the barbershop up. Them appointments, because now you come in the barbershop, it's just two niggas. It might be boring niggas in there. When I used to go in the barbershop, you know, I would catch my partner in them. I hit them, man, I'm gonna press the shop. Man, I'm finna pull up on you, man. We pull up, we in this bitch wild up. I got next. Matter of fact, who out, man? I'm gonna pay for all their haircuts. Let me skip them. Yeah, nigga, I was at the, and it was wild up. Now you don't get that same feel because like it's, you know, it's kind of Hollywood in the barbershop now.
Well, see, the only difference, you sure right about that. The only difference, because when at first it used to be live like that. See, but what I did with the Koga shit too, because I really ain't been. I've been in a couple shops. I got damn me turn my spot into a shop. I cut at the crib, so it allowed for a whole lot of extra.
He cutting out. Somebody has said that they are. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight as well. If you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like the video, whatever. That boosts us up in the algorithm. That shit is free. Ain't nobody charging y'all for it. Mr. B said, I'm cool with the appointments. The prices is what's killing me.
But
what
Prince,
Mike Barber say, them
man, shit, the price of eggs. You know what I'm saying?
Prince, you sound kind of upset about the appointments. Are you salty?
Huh?
You sound kind of upset about the appointments. Are you salty about that? You don't like
man. Listen. I want them niggas just come to the barber shop. That was my getaway. I'm gonna come in here, man. I'm finna kick my feet up. I probably sit for an hour or two bullshit with all my partners coming in and out. You know what I'm saying? Probably buy lunch for a couple of the barbers I fuck with, and we have a good time. Like, you know, that's the cornerstone of the community, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can relax, you can come across a few plays. You know,
man, just come kick it with your barber, man. You ain't gotta do all that shit, man.
Yeah. Hey, Solo, I done came and fuck with y'all a few times and came and bust me a game of chess here and there. You know what I'm saying? When I let G Money bust me down, I come through there. I done beat up on your mans over there on that chessboard before. So yeah. It's me.
The barbershop is a fun place to go. Like, I remember when I was back home, there was this barbershop called Gus. And that was like the spot. Like, you bored, you ain't got nothing. Everybody went to Gus. Men, women, kids, everybody was at Gus. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, even when I had moved up here, when I was getting my hair cut at the barbershop that I was getting my shout out to Joe Pro. That was my barber. And then actually it was a dude named David too that used to cut my hair before I met Joe Pro. He used to cut Kurt Franklin hair too. And Kurt Franklin used to be up there. They used to be trying to get him to cuss and shit, but he wouldn't do it. But then he ended up cussing out his damn son, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Anywho, it just used to be fun till you ain't got nothing to do, you bored. Go to the barber shop. You know, that just used to be that really was like the thing to do. I've never been a big salon girl, like being in the salons or anything like that, or whatever the case may be, because when you go to the salon, all the thing the women is talking about how niggas ain't shit, they period and they kids. And I don't be wanting to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the barbershop be fun to me. Who we got here? We got Roger. Roger Dad. What's up, Roger?
Raj, what up?
Tonight. You a barber too, ain't you?
Actually, I'm a grandmaster barber. I've been doing this for 30 years. So,
absolutely. Go ahead and pop your collar.
Yeah, salute for that. What up, though?
So Roger, man, tell us who you is. Yeah, tell us who you is and what you got going on, brother.
Yeah, man, my name is Roger Collins, man. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. What up, though? But I'm out here in Cali, man, holding it down. I got a beauty salon barbershop, man, and I've been putting down since 1996 at the same location. So, you know, hip hop and barbershops, they go hand in hand, man. Everybody come in and say, hey, make me look like the Amigos or make me look like this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all tied into the community, man. And I love doing what I'm doing, working with the people. And, you know, we got the hip hop going and the music, you know, and just it's all one, man. It's all culture, you know.
Are you a rapper?
Am I a rapper? No, I'm not a rapper. I used to be a rapper when I was 20. I'm an OG now. You know what I'm saying? So I got too many things going on, but no, I'm not a rapper.
Is the barbershop at the in Detroit? Is it? You said you in Detroit, right?
No, he out in Cali.
Oh,
he in Cali.
Yeah, I'm from Detroit, but I'm in California, Sacramento, the capital.
How many of them Sacktown rappers you cut up?
Well, I don't really cut rappers. I be cutting like ball players, you know, Gary Payton, athletes and stuff like that. But
okay.
You know, a lot of the rappers, man, they not in my age group, so they don't tend to, you know, trend with an OG brother like that. But I know a lot of these guys, Mozzie's and they Lavish D's, and they around here, doing their thing. But a lot of them cats don't come this way. Plus, they got locks. They locking it up now.
Yeah, I know in that Bay Area, it's a lot of they lock it up out there.
What's the difference between a grandmaster barber and a barber?
Because I've been doing it for over 25 years. See, a master barber, after 10 years, you become a master barber. So after 20, it's like a granddaddy. I'm driving, so I can't really get into the camera like that, and I can't hear. Well, I can't hear, though. I don't know if y'all low or I'm low, but I'm about to be at the shop in about 5-6 minutes, and I can, get on here right. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
So that's a self-appointed title, or is that something like?
No, it's not a self-appointed. You gotta put the work in to get that title. So basically, after so long, ain't too much nothing should be new for you that you can't do as a barber. Work with the razor. You got to be able to work with the color. See, I do women hair too. I do color. I'm lifting color. A lot of barbers ain't doing all that. So when you can do everything, you become a grandmaster. And you've been doing it for 20 years plus. That's how you become a grandmaster.
OG type shit. You hear me? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen to what he's saying, Deja. OG type shit. OG type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. I wanted to definitely.
In layman's terms, OG type shit.
clarity.
You understand me?
Yeah. So basically, when somebody say they're a grandmaster, you should expect them to know what they're doing.
Yeah. So that just
Shouldn't be
means
fucking
they
up
got
shit.
at least 20 years, right?
There you go. At least.
Yeah,
Okay,
hey,
that makes sense because I've
Man,
heard
shout out my nigga.
I've heard it before, but I just didn't know what.
We can't hear you, Roy, cuz.
what you say?
Huh?
I said, my boy Fred out there in Sacktown, man. Universal Clothing Boutique, man. That's my kinfolk Fred out there in Sack, man.
You say Fred? What's his last name?
I can't call it, goddamn me.
I
Adam.
think I know a Fred. He used to have a shop called Fly Cuts.
I'm not sure. He got a clothing store now.
It might be the same guy, dark skin, short guy.
No.
That's what's up.
Yeah, cause I know a lot of people in this town, man. If he's doing something positive or getting some money or whatever,
Listen,
I know who he is, and he probably know who I am.
It's 1808 Del Paso Boulevard in Sacktown, my nigga. That nigga named Fred.
Okay, so he in the Heights. He in Del
North
Paso.
side.
Okay.
North side. That's on the. That's
No,
on
I
the
know where
north.
it's at.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
across from Grand High School.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, man. Black on Biz. They doing great out there, man. Y'all
That's
niggas
what's up.
link.
So I got a question, man. Somebody in the comments said the only thing I don't like about going to the barbershop when y'all put y'all nuts on their body.
Nah, man. Hey, see, like I said,
Boy, you know what
them ain't the grandmasters. Them the youngsters that doing that.
What you say,
Hey,
DA?
I said it ain't never bothered me.
Hey, them the guys with the tight ass pants on doing that,
Especially
man.
when y'all
You
some
know.
old heavy nuts. I like some old heavy nuts.
Man, hold up, wait a minute. What is you doing? What the fuck?
Hey, that sound like one of them nephew Tommy pranks. Niggas putting the nuts on your arm and shit, huh?
Why to ask that person why they put their hand there to be grabbing?
You say what?
Why they put their hand out there where they know people turning? Yeah. They like
Hey, listen. I get what you're saying, Solo, because once you done been in the barber shop,
you know where to put your hand.
Your barber and how he moves. So you know to put your hand like this here.
I'm looking at you crazy. You got your hand all on the outside of the
Yeah.
Right. A guy got to keep his hand. A guy got to keep his hand in. You don't drive down the street like that. Hey, you ain't going to shoot a plane getting on no ride like that.
Hey, I got another question, y'all. And we're gonna start. We're gonna go with Roger first, then Solo, then Roger Cuts. What do y'all say to the people who've been complaining about the prices of going to the barbershop?
Oh man, listen here, man. I've been getting $10 a haircut for damn near 20 years back in the day. So it's time for a raise, man. And if you don't appreciate it, go ahead and move on. See, what I do too, man, I just tell a person, look, man, go ahead and Google Supercuts or any of them. They charge $29. Just any of you guys, go to your phone and say, what's an average price for a haircut nationally? They're going to say between $28 and $45, man. So it's that time, bro.
Go ahead, Solo.
And to the people that complain, you know, I don't want them as a client anyway. If you turn your nose up to my price, I really don't answer the phone for you no more. My clients pay over my price. My clients ain't so unbothered by my price that they beat it. You know what I'm saying? And they appreciate what I do for them and know what it's worth and pay like that. And so you have people that come in your chair and want a discount and looking for just a taper, just an edge. And if you look like you need it, some people, if you're trying to get a job, my boy A, all of us have gave free cuts. I give it to you free if you really need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If the price is a problem and you going through something, but if you just don't appreciate what the regular prices, man, I'm really waiting on my next client. You could wait. You go somewhere. I tell them what a barber school that help somebody learn how to cut. They give it to you for $5. You know what I'm saying? But
I like that, bro. I like what you just said.
How you feel, royalty cuts?
That's some real shit, dog. Because sometimes, you know, a motherfucker might come up short.
Hold on, Roger.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, royalty cuts.
I say I'm feeling ambushed and attacked. Goddamn me.
Why?
I got my engineer over here muting my microphone, and I ain't know it. Yeah, I've been trying to talk to y'all for a minute. Hey, I've been quiet. I didn't know I was quiet. I thought I was in.
Hey, Roger, cuss, and I seen you over there. You was
right.
I said, can y'all hear me, bro? Say, yeah.
Oh, good, man. Appreciate you. Have a good week, man. Bye-bye.
Mute me no more.
Who is your engineer?
Are you gonna answer the question?
Shout out to Center Royalty. Yes, sir. Hold on, killer. Listen, I'm just now trying to get back into action, man. I didn't know. It's a lot that I thought I was in on. I wasn't in on.
Well, you're in now. Get in the game. We're trying to hand the ball off. So you want to run or what?
Hold on, Solomon. Nah, for real. One thing if folks work, we ain't worried about goddamn me. No complain. Too many complaining customers. When you a good barber, man, niggas gonna pay you. They gonna pay your price and they gonna shoot a nigga a little extra too. You know what I'm saying? Them the clients that a nigga gonna keep around. But you know, them niggas that do the complaining and shit, the niggas just gonna like my boy say, a nigga ain't gonna. I'm not gonna answer the phone because I don't give a fuck about terrible. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is providing the service for players. And if you hating, then you know a nigga ain't fucking with you anyway.
Okay. When y'all heard that. Nigga, you don't want your haircut, you don't want to pay, don't. Nigga, grow some locks or something. Nigga, you gotta pay to be a player.
And I'm saying, you know, niggas got player prices. You know what I'm saying? It's just a nigga it's the idea of a person thinking that they can tell you how much you should be charging for the talents, like my boy was saying. It's a talent. You know what I'm saying? If everybody could do it, they would. So
and then one thing you got to keep in mind, you get what you pay for, and so
because I send them down to that bottle house. It's full of the Mexicans down there. Goddamn me, they gonna do it for $5. They gonna off against the grain on your stupid ass. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, then I'm gonna charge you extra when you come on back down Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? Come to Royalty Cuts. Can y'all hear me good now? I feel like I'm part of it.
Oh yeah. You real
good. Yeah. You done found your boys.
Let me put them on the spot right quick, man, with a question.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna go backwards, man. I'm gonna start with Royalty Cuts, then I'm gonna go back down the panel, man. Give me your top 3 artists. What you bumping in your shop right now?
All right, I can show you.
I'm bumping or what? Because I let motherfuckers, when my customers come in, since I'm on the appointments, you can come in. You ain't gotta wait to get right in the chair. You can select what you want to hear.
What you bumping though? What you bumping? Your top 3?
I'm fucking with on top 3 right now. My nigga Don Tripp. Shout out my nigga Don Tripp.
Okay,
that's my classmate.
Don Tripp.
Yeah, I know. That's Deja's classmate. I'd have caught that part. And then with these young niggas, you can't miss Lil Baby. I fuck with Lil Baby. But one of my just top favorites right now too is that little boy, that boy ESTG. I fuck with ESTG.
Because
Okay. Solo, what you your top three?
Yeah. Top three. We bump a lot of Mo 3 up in there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What we bumping up in there, K Neil? They want to know the top three. What we bumping up in there? Top three.
It could be old, new, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just top three. What if you feeling good and you finna put you a badass cut down? What you gonna throw on?
Well, you know, Mo 3 number one. He come first.
That 3, okay, I can dig it.
But you got Mo don't cap and Big Extra Plug.
Okay, Big Extra Plug making noise too. Cap, I can dig that badass 3.
Well, I ain't gonna bump Mo 3, but you know, I go. He gone now, so we kind of died off of him. But Mo 3, Big Extra Plug, no cap.
Okay,
that's what they bump in the front.
Yeah.
That's what they bump in the front. We a little more Future. We got a little more Future. Future, Kodak. You know, I'm gonna throw my Wayne in there to go.
Future, Kodak, away.
That's why I was gonna throw it to Roger. What you bumping down in Cali?
Say that again. I'm trying to get my speaker on.
What's your top 3 right now, man? Your songs are just what you throw on to get in your groove when you cutting.
Oh man, I'm all about DMX, man. That's my guy, man. That's my motivator. I use that when I work out. You know, when I'm getting this money, when I'm in the streets, it's all about DMX because it ain't no plan. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the adrenaline just instantly.
Who else? You got 2 more.
Oh, you mean let's see.
The top three.
Top 3, okay. You know, I'm more of an old school, you know, like G raps. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got a lot of material, but you know, them my guys, man. Them old school, you know, the Rakims, the street guys though. But you know what I'm saying, with the credibility. You know, they're my top 3, man. I listen to a lot of stuff, but when I on my actual iPod, when I go work out, it's all that. What I just said.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Raj, I had asked him earlier, man. How have the barbershop changed over the years as far as like, you know what I'm saying, how motherfuckers used to come in and watch videos on the box and watch Rap City and shit like that to now where, you know, people ain't gathered as much. It changed because of COVID and shit like that. So how has the barbershop changed over the years out there in Cali?
Well, you know, just with social media, man, motherfuckers come in and everybody is on their phone nowadays. You know, everybody got their head down. If you're trying to talk about a subject or whatever, like we was talking about Trump yesterday, and you look around, everybody got their head down. So they into their own videos and Instagram. And so it's changed about that. But we able to share a lot more content. So like basically I might be looking at something in Atlanta, somebody else might be watching something in New York, and then we bring that to the table to talk about it. So now, you know, we talking about national stuff and we bringing more information to the table type thing. But you know, it's all over the place. You know, it's all over the place. Ain't nobody coming in singing no more, and you know, old school and that type of thing. So it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? A lot more people in the world. Youngsters is growing up now. You know, so they don't even know the barbershop etiquette. We got to teach them that, how they carry themselves, and you know, those types of things.
I got a question, man. How do y'all, you know, in the barbershop, man, everything gets talked about, right?
Right.
Each one of y'all, tell me a heated moment and a heated subject to where it could have went left. I'm gonna start with you, Solo.
Heated moment, snitching convo. Snitching. Yeah. It's the kids that's gospel. It's gospel to them.
Right.
You know, ain't no understanding, nothing, no understanding. No situation. No.
What about you, Royalty? What's a subject that got exciting and hype over there in the barbershop?
Man, goddamn me. Like I say, you know, man, like I say, my shop, man, I'm cutting it. I cut out the crib, man. You know what I'm saying? I transformed a living room to a shop. So it be different with the different little shit with the respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect the nigga has my house first. You know what I'm saying? So I be like,
it don't really get heated. He said, it don't get heated over there. Huh?
Nah, yeah, it's gonna it will get heated real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like chill out on some chill out shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my house first type shit. But yeah, man, my little partner with the boy Mo 3. You know, we in the funk, and a lot of niggas feel a certain way about that boy Mo 3 in the funk. For my boy, for the brother Los. You know what I'm saying? But one of my partners, he come in the crib one day, he on some walk-in shit, because I'm on this appointment shit, right? So he come in on some walk-in shit. I ain't seen him in a minute, my boy, man. And nigga playing that Mo 3, and he was trying to tell me, yeah, we not gonna listen to that in here.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So goddamn, anybody who understand, like I say, it's more than a shop. You know what I'm saying? This is my crib. You can't come and tell me what the fuck I'm gonna listen to, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Long live Mo 3. You know what I'm saying? I love that nigga music. Hey, we ain't gonna hear no more. You know what I'm saying? From some new shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can only pray. Rainwater do right and put the music out for that boy. But goddamn me, yeah, man, that man come in the house trying to tell me what the fuck I could do and what I couldn't do in the house. I damn near draw down on him.
What about you, Roger, man? What's some heated moments, some heated subjects in the barbershop, man?
Oh man, it's always heated moments. But I'm gonna tell you the most is betting, man. Sports. When you open your mouth and make a bet and then don't pay your debt, we got it now. It's money on the wood or ain't no good now. But a lot of guys will talk that talk, but then they say, okay, well let's bet, and then they say bet, and then they forget 2 weeks later, or they don't want to come to the table, or this their barbershop time. They change that, you know. So those types of things, man. Arguments get heated. Guys say, oh, I didn't bet you, and you know but it's always about the bets. Whether it's basketball, football, I get a lot of flack. Because I'm from Detroit and I'm a Lion fan. I represent Detroit every way, all day, every day, man. So these niggas be on me, man, with the San Francisco shit, the Niners, the Raiders, and I'm betting all these niggas. Give me some points. But then, when they lose, because they won the game, but they didn't cover the points, they don't want to pay a nigga. They don't want to tell me.
Nigga, you ain't winning too much money fucking with Detroit, my nigga.
Shit. Hey, I don't know if you've been watching the game. The Lions been covering all year, baby. All year.
Hey, Roger.
And I don't just take the bet straight up. You got to give me a point. Whatever the spread is, you got to give me that.
I know you want some points because you don't want no straight up with the Lions.
I wouldn't even speak out loud in the public that I'm a Lions fan.
I would. Because it ain't about the Lions. It's about Detroit. Detroit is on the front of the jersey. It comes Detroit Lions.
Hey, hold on, your boy Heezy, he don't fuck with Detroit.
He
told me that. I know.
Said the Lions ain't
Everybody
got no
know. I don't fuck with him, man. Everybody know.
Yeah, but see, I grew up, man. 1977, dog. I was at the Silver Dome, man, watching the games and turning me on, and I was watching Billy White shoes. So you can't take that away from me, man. So that's I can't just jump on another wagon because I'm out here.
I don't like y'all.
That's a
hey,
real
let me tell you something. It's so critical with the sports that my brother unfortunately is a Cowboy fan.
Hey man, hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to book.
I'm an Eagle fan, right? Okay. Philadelphia Eagles. I can't even talk about the Eagles over there.
Man,
when I'm getting my hair cut.
Yeah, because Dallas own that division.
Cow motherfucking boys. Fuck Zeke. He can turn his motherfucking ass. Hey, you talking about we wouldn't give a fuck. It's going down. We don't want to hear none of that.
Oh, you saying that because Zeke was washed anyway, so it's real easy to say that.
I ain't even gonna try to argue with you, Days. I know. Hey, I know better.
And Diggs begin smoked.
And then that nigga Solo, that nigga a Saints fan, so you know he doing trash up there.
We used to get it in. Hey, we used to get it in when I was out there in Cali on the betting and the sports and all that shit, man. I used to be up there every day. You know what I'm saying?
I do parlay cards, man. I do parlay cards from week 1 all the way to Super Bowl, college and pro. So I'm on top of it. That's what we do, man. We betting all games, college, pro. We betting side bets, everything, bro.
Hey, let me say something right quick, y'all. You bring it up, right? You do the parlays. royalty cuts, you do certain shit. Do y'all feel like it's an advantage to have multiple streams of income being a barber?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, yeah.
Barber is thing, man. I'm telling you, if y'all don't tap in with your barber, man, if y'all from this show, I want everybody to learn, man. Tap in with your barber, man.
Nah, for real.
What they tapping in for?
Everything. Parlay boys. Everything.
I'm talking about make you a better man.
Supreme. Supreme.
Yo,
this is how I look at it, bro. One day, like I said, I've been doing this so long. One day on a Saturday, about 3-4 different guys came into my shop, and I let them sell stuff because I'm that kind of guy. But I saw the kind of money that they was getting, and guys was running to the ATM to go pay these guys. So I said, guess what? From now on, everything I think they want, I'm gonna have it. So clothes, CDs, DVDs, whatever it is to be sold, it got to go through me. So that's just kind of how I look at it. So I need all that income. I don't leave nothing on the table. Like my man say about the haircuts, if you ain't got it, you can pay me later. As long as we can make that agreement. I ain't trying to leave nothing on the table, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. So we have another segment of our show called Recess, and we will be going to recess. Do y'all want to stick around for recess where we get into an off-topic subject of this week, or do y'all got some places to be? Because we don't want to hold you. We want to make sure we be respectful of y'all time.
Man, I'm kicking it with y'all.
Okay.
Now we good.
Hey, before we go to recess, I got one more question though, real quick before we go to recess. Tell me what's like the biggest like celebrity or rapper or something like that who y'all done cut before. If it ain't been a rapper, it could be a, you know what I'm saying, whoever NBA player, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Dope boy. Somebody might have cut Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross before. The master barber shit, you know, like this shit here.
Or you know, a few people, you know what I'm saying, a couple names out there. What y'all got?
Most recently, I cut.
It started cutting out, man. I couldn't hear the question. My bad, man.
We'll go back. We'll go back and answer it. Say it for you. Solo, what you said most recently? What?
Oh, most recently I cut Gangster Terrence Gangster Williams. He came through the shop. He got referred to me through a friend of mine that I knew that he was looking. He was up in this area and looking for a New Orleans barber, and found me. I think he's in Atlanta now, but we, you know, he's
and if people don't know, that's Birdman's brother.
Yeah. Terrence Gangster Williams. Who you got, Raj?
Yeah, actually, I just cut Gary Payton here the other day, man. So, you know, we go back. Like I said, we about the same age group. So, you know, mostly athletes, you know, guys that coach the Kings, play for the Kings, guys who come in where they staying at the hotel, you know, they'll refer them to our place of business and stuff like that. So mostly athletes. But the last one was Gary. You know, same thing. Gary come in betting. You know, he a big time Niner fan, him and he's 40. So they come in betting and we like his money too, man. So
you do Gary Payton goatee? That's good work.
Yeah, well, you know, he just bald in a little goatee, but you know, he just come in to talk, man.
Now his goatee fresh. If you the one that do it, that's good work.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What about you, royalty cuts?
Gotta repeat the question because he didn't hear the question. I was gonna repeat.
I'm sorry, Deja. Go ahead.
So the question was like royalty cuts. What is the like the biggest celebrity or rapper hair that you have cut, or a famous person hair that you done cut, if you have cut a famous person hair before?
Me?
Supreme Raw.
I cut Supreme Raw, you know what I'm saying? My business. VIP customer at royalty cuts. But if I just had to, I really don't have too many big names everybody may know, but the most famous motherfuckers, my little bro, man, Hakeem Balab. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check him out. He's a local Fort Worth artist. You know what I'm saying?
Hakeem ain't local, man. He done stretched out. He signed.
I heard his name.
Badass. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm talking about hell of an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he still on Boosie label or fucking with Boosie like that?
No, it was something else, man. I don't know what happened, man, but it didn't work out.
I want to go and sign the Boosie.
But yeah, he man, that's a Fort Worth artist who he went out to Atlanta, man, and
That was the reason why I feel like people from Fort Worth sometimes don't have good sense.
You know,
like, how the fuck would you go sign with Boosie?
I raised our king, bro.
Yeah, that's a good cat, man. I'm talking about good for show music.
Yeah,
he won the contest, DH.
But my thing is, you won the contest, you did all that hard work, beating the pavement and everything, and then you go sign the Boosie.
I mean, because the thing, hold on. Let me say something.
The best thing for Boosie.
Boosie still got a name, and it's still a brand that people will support. So you know, instead of me not having nothing, I could get
Mo3
support.
Mo3.
Look at Mo3. Yeah,
Mo3.
Mo3.
Boosie put Boosie. Mo3 was signed to Boosie.
Mo3 was already on. He Boosie.
No.
Mo3 was on before Boosie.
Pushing Mo3 like Boosie did when he got to fucking with
He
Boosie.
boosted him, though.
He got boosted. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that industry clap. You know, he got that stamp on him. So you know, Boosie do a lot of bullshit.
With the Asia, man, ain't nobody fucking with Boosie, man.
So what? Let me ask you this here. You rather go down there to Stomp Down Records, or you rather go to Badass Syndicate? Shit.
Well, I would want to go.
I'm not fucking with Boosie.
I would go to something that's tried and true, where I know that this person.
Hold on. Let's talk about Blue. What about Blue? He started with Badass Syndicate.
Well, Boosie relative had stole Blue from him and
his brother, but he started with Badass Syndicate. No matter who was running it, Badass Syndicate. That's who he started with.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and go to recess because I feel like you're trying to tell me about myself.
No, I'm trying to go to recess. Let me go. Let me get my ball and go here to recess, man. I'm gonna go shoot around.
Somebody talk to you, Dave. You gotta let them talk to you, man.
I'm gonna go shoot around a little bit.
Nah, we just need to keep it moving. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to recess. This topic for recess is not the best topic in the world. It's a little disheartening, but it's trending. We got to talk about it. So, in the news is the shooting that happened in Nashville, Tennessee. A person went into a school, a covenant school, and decided to shoot up the place. If I'm not mistaken, there were 6 people who unfortunately lost their lives to the shooting. A lot of people were giving think pieces and talking about the fact that there had to be more to it because of the identity of the shooter. Come to find out that the identity of the shooter is a white trans individual. And a lot of people was trying to make this argument that it's something mentally wrong with the person, not because they decided to just, for whatever reason, go into the school and get the shooting up the place, but they tried to tie that to the identity of the person as well. Now, I'm going to tell you what's really interesting to me, that usually, you know, when Black people do shit, our faces get plastered all over the news. I was actually going to try to find a picture for this individual, and I typed it in. I actually couldn't even find a picture for that person with a simple Google search. Really? Usually if we do something, our face is plastered. What I'm seeing now online is like the people who were victims of the shooting, their face are plastered, but it's not putting that actual person on blast who did the shooting. So I'm gonna start off with you, Josh. What do you think about the details and the events of that shooting that took place in Nashville, Tennessee?
You know me with most of the shit that I be thinking, and I might think wrong, man. I be thinking most of that shit be a hoax. You know what I'm saying? A setup, all that old type of shit. Because like soon after they go to talk about gun control and all that, and when you doing that type of shit, you can't have no gun control in America, because if you take the guns away from the people that's rightfully supposed to have them, criminals gonna have them. Here you got 16-year-olds with guns bigger than the house. How the fuck they getting the guns? So you can take the guns away that you can't have them. It ain't gonna have number of criminals get them because that's who get them on the
Yeah,
streets.
and I don't know why people be talking about reform anyway, because criminals don't care nothing about what law you pass. That's the reason why they're a criminal. So passing these gun laws is only gonna hurt the people who need to.
Who's supposed to have them? And then also with that, I do think that's a mental. That's mental. That transgender, when they go to talk about that, I think like most transgenders, they have a mental problem. You dig what I'm saying? Because if you wake up in the morning and you see yourself a certain way, but then you want to try to play another role mentally, do you know how fucked up you got to be mentally to try to live your whole life? Are you saying he, they, there, and thee? And I'm not just saying, you know, like the ride down on them, but you know, that's, in my opinion, that's some shit that's fucked up in your head for you to, you know, like you don't identify well. So the rest of your mental is thrown off. You know what I'm talking about?
No, for real. You ain't talking about, you can't identify well. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know all the answers, but I know goddamn well that brother, he ain't saying nothing wrong. He don't identify well. He talking about what I'm gonna say. He out skin me. He talking about.
You get in trouble for that though. That's hate speech.
I mean, and that's why I say it's not a hate speech. I just feel like I don't understand that why they haven't classified that as being a mental illness, because it's like you talk something and then you go against it and you fighting with the idea of this is it got to be a mental fight. So that's when you fight something mentally, you ill. You dig what I'm saying?
It used to be that was classified like that. That was a mental condition.
Well, being homosexuality, the homosexuality was viewed as a mental illness, but trans is different than homosexuality. It's a difference between sexuality, your sexual orientation versus your gender identity.
What you identify.
At one point in time, they did classify people who are attracted to the same sex or whatever. They were identified as having a mental illness. And I will say this, being that I am quote unquote a part of the LGBTQ community because I am a bisexual woman, I will say that I know for a fact that there are people who are actually born how they are, as far as your sexual orientation. Nobody did anything to me. I've never had traumatic experiences. I never had babysitters. I never had nobody touch me. I have no form of sexual trauma at all that I can speak of. I was raised in, an environment where, you had to wear your house coat, you had to wear your gown, you had to be very modest and things like that. We were censored from a whole lot of stuff. It was nobody did anything to me, or it was nothing that I saw that made me like women. I just remember being in the 5th grade and I liked a little girl named Denise. I didn't have the language to say that this is anything sexual because kids don't think of it that way. It's just I just liked her, and I knew that I liked her more than what somebody would consider a friend, but you don't have the language. That's just like heterosexual people. Nobody got to tell y'all how to be or teach y'all to be heterosexual. One day you just end up, if you're a boy, you end up, hey, you have a little crush on a girl, or a girl have a little crush on a boy. Nobody has to teach you that. Now, there are instances where
I want to ask you a question too.
Okay, you can ask me a question in a minute. There are some instances where some people have had traumatic things that happen to them, and it could sway them or whatever the case may be. But I do know that that for the most part, people are born the way that they are. Now, that's sexuality. Now, when we get into identity, when we get into gender identity, that's the trans thing. Now, my spiel on that is I'm gonna have to go. I'm just gonna have to jump out there with Josh and the rest of y'all when it comes to that. I do agree that it's a mental illness. The reason why I believe it's a mental illness is because of this right here. You were assigned a gender at birth. And some people they come with all of this other scientific stuff about there's no such thing as gender, whatever the case may be. But however, you have you have a certain there's hormones and everything that comes with the type of genitalia that you have, right? So you wake up one day and you say, hey, you know, I don't feel like I'm a boy, but you feel like I'm a girl, or I don't feel like I'm a girl, but I feel like I'm a boy. So you technically are feeling like in your mind, you're thinking that you're something that you really not, but in your mind, and because of how social constructs are set up, you feel as though you're something different. And the thing is, I feel as though the conversation about being trans, I think it'll be a better conversation. It would be easier to have the conversation if people, if it was said to be a mental illness instead of it being pushed as it's something that is actually normal. Just because it's something different don't mean that these people should be ostracized. It doesn't mean that these people shouldn't be able to live in peace and harmony around others or whatever. But if I woke up and I said that I feel like I'm a cow, a chicken, or a dog, I'm gonna look like I have a mental illness, right? Because I'm identifying with something that's different than who I am. So if you're waking up and you're saying you see yourself as something different, that's okay, and you should be able to live your life like that. But I don't think it's anything wrong if it's deemed there's a mental battle that's going. If you don't want to say illness because of the stigma that comes with the word, there is a battle that is going on in your head. And anytime you have a battle going on in your head, that's a form of a mental illness to me.
Church.
Deja, what you think of Dwayne Wade's son? What you think that is?
I think that the Dwayne Wade son identify as the Wayne's Wade daughter, because even though I have my opinions of certain things, I will be respectful of, pronouns. However, as far as it comes to Zaya Wade, I will say this. I appreciate the way that Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union or whatever, they support Zaya, but I will say that it takes time for our minds to develop. Things can actually change. Sexuality, I know for damn sure, is fluid. As far as being trans, that's a whole nother thing where I don't fully understand it, for the simple fact of I feel like a woman. I was assigned to a girl. I like my pussy, all that shit. I ain't trying to, grow a dick or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes to Zaya,
They wrong.
No, when it comes to Zaya and what's going on with Zaya, I will say this. I feel like there is a sense of exploitation there. I feel as though a kid shouldn't be the forefront of any movement, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to, pushing things forward in the LGBTQ community. There does need to be parameters set up for people to be able to coexist safely in this world, because those people deserve to live in peace and harmony as well. But I definitely don't feel as though I should be privy to a kid's sexuality or their identity. That's none of our business. So I do feel as though, not that you got to be hiding or whatever, but I don't care how the hell a little kid identifies. There shouldn't be topics of discussion. We shouldn't put it out there, but we're actually discussing a child when it comes to heavy subjects like this. They should do what Magic Johnson did with EJ. They let EJ, be big, gay, and flamboyant, or whatever the case may be. And once he came of age, he popped his shit. You know what I'm saying? That way you could protect your child, and it's not all of that scrutiny, because whether your child is straight, gay, trans, or what have you,
that shit is horrible.
You also have to protect them in this world out here, because the world is wicked.
Dwayne Wade living through his son. Just say that. I mean, I
do feel like Dwayne Wade is living a little vicariously through Zaya. I do feel like that.
Go ahead, Rod. Go ahead, Rod. Oh, my bad.
Okay. Deja, what do you say to the people, the same sex relationships, where just say if a guy was dating a woman and then the guy don't want that woman no more, but he want a man that look like a woman? What kind of mental aspect is that? And vice versa. When a girl say, "Hey, I don't want to be with this guy, but I want to be with a girl that look like a guy." What kind of mental aspect is that? For one, those are two questions, and then two.
Okay, so let me. So I could bring it to perspective. So it's pretty much like, you're saying somebody that's bisexual.
No, I'm just saying that's in a same sex relationship. You leave a heterosexual relationship, but you get into a same sex relationship, but the person you get into it with identifies and looks like the person that was in your last relationship. What kind of mental aspect is that?
Like women liking studs.
Yeah, you're a woman to go get a stud.
So like liking studs or something like that. I think that there is a difference between, what you're physically attracted to and what you're emotionally attracted to. So you could be physically attracted, like a woman that is she likes other women, right?
Okay.
He could be physically attracted to the aesthetic of a man. However, emotionally, she's attracted to what the woman gives. So that could be a thing that can happen with people. So it doesn't necessarily. I don't think that that's more of a mental thing, because it's just more.
That's mental.
That's mental. Because my thing of it is, if you a man and you want to be with another man, why do that man got to look like a woman? Why can't you just go be with a man and look like a man? Or if you're a woman and you want to be with someone else, I'm just saying, why do they have to piggyback off of the last relationship?
Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think heterosexuals, I think y'all make things more complex than what it has to be, right? So that's just like, okay.
Like what? Explain it.
So I'm gonna explain it. Y'all could be heterosexual men, right? Okay, but you might like women that look all kinds of different ways. So
but not like a man. But not like a man.
But guess what? There's a lot of men that like women who are tomboys. There are a lot of men that like women who are tomboys. So my thing is
my mic working?
They walk around, they wear their Jordans, they wear basketball shorts, they wear they hair, and then you got some men. You also have men, they'll see a stud, and if she pretty enough, they'll say how they'll fuck her because she still got a pussy in between her legs. So the thing is, don't try to make it more complicated than what it is, and like, oh, that's a mental illness, when there's plenty of times when men done seen a woman that's dressed like a boy, she a tomboy, or she a stud and she got a little shape, that nigga look at her and be like, I'll ball up in a pretzel. So it has nothing to do.
But what percentage? But what percentage of a man? I'm sure it's a percentage that would do that.
We're not gonna get into the whole like what percentage. What I'm saying is, in reality,
that shit would have been dead.
People could be attracted to the aesthetic, and then they could also be attracted. Hold on one second.
Starting the fight. You know what I'm saying? You the host, but you start.
People could be attracted to the aesthetic, and then people can also be attracted to the emotional aspect. So when I was saying about the tomboy thing, or the guys that like studs as well, I think sometimes heterosexuals can act confused about things and make it more complicated than what it is, because it's really not that deep or that confusing to understand why somebody would like a person who, their aesthetic is a certain type of way, and they just happens to be the same sex.
Okay, before we get off this here, because we're gonna have to go. But let me ask you.
Yeah, because I don't like punks. I think they're bad luck.
Listen, you ain't shit, bro. Okay, if that's the case, then
they trying to play the lottery.
If that's the case, you dig what I'm saying? I think that women that like studs should just go find them a punk. They should go find a punk for a boyfriend, and then it kind of balance out. But that's just my idea of how shit would go. But let's move on, because you're gonna start fighting the barbershop, Dave.
Punks and stuff would be like,
you're gonna start a fight in the barbershop.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. We gave
disrespectful, baby. I love you, and goddamn, I want you to know, but you're not the barber tonight. These goddamn barbers, I'm telling you, you try to force the issue on what you want to say, but that's okay, because you my baby. I love you. I swear I love you, Dave. You be getting into it, man. Go. I love the motherfucking show. I appreciate y'all letting me goddamn be a part of it with y'all, man. But goddamn it, we that shit shout. I didn't even know you was calling the boy the girl name. I was trying to figure out. I asked my wife, is that the boy? Is she talking about the boy?
This is barbershop talk.
Right. You shutting it down.
What you talking about if you need the advice? I can't give you good advice. You know, if I don't know what you're talking about, I didn't know that was the boy. Dwayne Wade needs somebody to help him. Me, Gabrielle Union, and goddamn me, let that boy have a chance at life.
Thank you. Before it's too late.
I don't know nothing about all that, what it's supposed to be and all that. Oh, Daisy, you beautiful. It's a woman out there, she gonna think you beautiful. It's because she's supposed to. The creator created you to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no boy supposed to like no boy. I don't give a goddamn. What the fuck?
For sure.
Well, y'all, this is what happens when you invite barbers to the show.
When you go to the barbershop, this is what you do at the barbershop. Barbershop talk.
But they don't come in here with that shit. I got customers that's goddamn me gay, boys that's gay. I've been knowing them niggas all their life and shit. I don't give a fuck. And niggas used to try to, that was some old crazy shit. Another story I could have told y'all. Why damn near pulled a pistol on a nigga too.
Hey, y'all take this with you, man. This is what I come to realize. No matter who they are, whether it's a boy that want to be a girl or a girl that want to be a boy, every day they reminded when they go to the bathroom who they really are.
Man, yo,
believe that.
What the fuck you cut off?
Yes, indeed. With that being said, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and jump in the school post. Like we do each and every week, we incorporate a post from the school
with my daughters at the school. You ain't gonna never make me change my mind about that, Daisy. Can't no boy take the shower with you.
I'm not trying to change your mind about anything.
I'm saying not you, but I ain't saying you. I'm just saying. But if you can't see past that, tell me how I'm be comfortable with a boy taking a shower after tennis practice with my daughter at Poly High School. It ain't gonna. No, I don't give a damn how you identify.
Right.
Yeah, with that being said,
Huru Academy. Shout out you, Huru Academy. Here you talking about. My nigga, Doc. Well, I ain't for that bullshit, bro. I'm gonna be quiet, bro. I ain't for that shit. You know, none of that is wrong to cuss Solomon. You ain't even say nothing, Solomon. You was supposed to bag me up.
Nah. I let it. It's they show. I asked the question to. I wanted to hit.
They invited me.
Okay.
Barbershop talk.
Let's go ahead and get into this school post. So this week's school post is long.
Man, it's a long one.
Yes, it goes a message to the pocket watching bank account worshipers in here. When you see a post talking about how rappers' music fell off or isn't good anymore, you can't bring up how much money they have. As soon as someone says Jay-Z ain't nice on the mic anymore, or how 50 had one good album, here y'all motherfuckers come talking about their business deals and the like. Music is the topic. Two things can be true. You can be a good businessman who doesn't make good music anymore. Unless the topic was about the financial achievements, keep that ish out of the conversation. This is a hip-hop school after all, not Forbes 500. Oh, he dropped the mic on that one. Oh, that was Omari. He had made post. Omari was fucking them hoes up on Facebook today with that.
Watch this here. I chose that post for this here because like that's been a subject in the group for a while. They go to talking about first and foremost when you talking about older rappers who out they prime. Of course, they might not be good on the mic no more. Shit, everybody. Tyson ain't good in the ring no more, but he was the best, and he went down as the best because when it was his time, he shined. And of course, you know, Jay-Z might not be good on the mic. 50 Cent might have had one album if it's your preference, because shit, by the way he rated, he had many albums. People is gonna start talking about the money aspect of it because if I'm in the game and I'm still getting paid through hip hop and I'm still influential in hip hop, when you go to talking about, oh, he wasn't this, he wasn't that shit, the money in the stats show that he was something. He was great, he's still great, he still get money. You dig what I'm saying? So it'd be a lot of niggas that be hating when they put that shit up because they go to talking about, oh, that album wasn't good, this motherfucking album diamond, this motherfucker over here platinum. So it's millions of people who said the album was good. Your punk ass said, oh, it wasn't good. This man went down as one of the greats, and now you talking about he's still making money off hip hop. He's still influencing hip hop. Hip hop ain't only music. Since we in the school of past and present, all things hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? Movies is hip hop. Dance is hip hop. DJing is hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? Clothing brands is hip hop. Man, and that's why I had to choose that post because I had to chew the niggas ass up personally. You dig what I'm saying? That's why money come into play. You can't be good at what you do and be broke. You dig what I'm saying? You see these barbers, they good barbers. They not broke barbers. You dig what I'm saying?
No,
Yes.
you could be a trash barber and still make money though. You could be
You can't
E40.
listen.
You could be E40 and still be rich.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Not you're
Wait a
in and
minute.
you're
Hold
out.
on. What you say?
E40 is trash.
Get the
But
fuck
he
out of
makes
here.
money in Los
Get the fuck
Angeles
outta here.
because Los Angeles has a lot of people.
Nah, he make money around the world, nigga.
He don't
Get the
make
fuck
money
outta
around
here.
the world.
He
They
make money
finna
around the world.
look, they
He make
finna
money
start
around the
fighting
world.
the
He don't
barber
sell
shop.
outside the Bay, but he
You
sells on
crazy
the
as
Bay.
hell. You crazy as hell. He sell out every time he come here. Every time he come here, Chicago, anywhere around the Midwest, South, nigga, he sell out every time. Nigga, fuck
These
you.
niggas chose
Fuck outta
violence
here.
today.
They chose
Yeah.
violence, right?
Hey,
They chose
look.
violence.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
What you
Because my
got, Rod?
man,
What you got, Rod?
I used to feel the same way that you do about E40. I used to, because I used to compare him to Biggie and all that, right? But let me ask you, who do you know that came out with an album when E40 first came out that's still relevant now, dropping albums today? Tell me one person.
They came out with an album when E40 came out.
Yeah.
Around that time, but can still relevant today. So whatever E40 dropping, he's still relevant. So what I'm saying is, who been around?
Trash transcends time.
Ice
Fuck
Cube
outta
ain't
here.
even
No, no.
relevant no more. He can't make an album.
Right.
Don't nobody want to
Ice-T.
hear that, but he's still doing other things. But what I'm saying, E40 is still rocking the mic, man. E40 still on the radio and he touring.
On that
You know,
side,
hey.
nobody's playing E40 in nobody's playing
Where?
E40 past Texas.
Shit, man, you crazy, man. You tripping.
Texas,
Now, E40 nationwide. E40 nationwide.
He
You gonna always
nationwide.
have
That's not
whole
nationwide.
heads.
Hey,
He
my
nationwide.
man, listen. Hey, y'all, listen. He had a point, but in life things change, man. At some point it was like that for him, but now it's a whole nother level, bro.
But he's still
All you gotta do is get out here and travel and move around, and you'll see.
on point. I like that new E40 shit. I can't call a name, but I wish I could.
That bands. Yeah, that bands.
Yeah,
You
that
see what I'm
band, that
saying?
old roll.
Still to this day, this nigga came out in the 80s, baby. Hey, the nigga to go.
Look,
Nigga,
Thank you.
Look,
Nigga, you ask me, nigga.
They say
You
Earl.
ask me, nigga.
They say
Lil
Earl.
Flip-
They
Lil
say
Flip
Earl
got
the
money.
Pearl.
Lil
Hey,
Flip
somebody
got
had
good money.
said,
Lil
I
Flip
heard
is
one time
trash.
somebody said E40 rap like he underwater.
They got good money. The flip was trash.
Yes, indeed. All right,
But
y'all.
Lil
So
Flip got money. You can sell
What y'all
in
got to-
Houston, you can sell
he's
in
still
Texas
on.
and make your money.
That's-
And big,
that's
them
maybe
Texas
more.
rappers didn't have to sell past Houston. They didn't have Slim and all. They making good money. You respect all the money they got, but they didn't go past Texas. Nobody bumping them in California.
I respect
Nobody in
who?
Texas bumping
Who?
E40 like they bump. It's different.
Nobody bumping who in California? You say Slim who? Slim Thug?
It's a bunch
Look,
of
I'm saying Slim Thug made his money in Texas. He made his money in Texas.
well, Texas
E40
already
made his
really
money in
ain't got to go outside
California.
of Texas to be.
So y'all know Solo, man. Y'all gotta excuse him. He listened to New Orleans bounce all motherfucking day. So that nigga hip hop opinion, man, it's kind of you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Let me find out you got Big Frida bumping up in that shop, man.
We gonna play.
I like Big
You gonna
Frida.
play more
Y'all
hot
Let's
stuff
get
than
it
them.
clear.
gonna have me tell me said Big Free that MVP Solomon.
Oh, if you have Big Frida,
know,
it's
I
gonna be
heard
good.
that. I
I
heard
love me some
that.
Big Frida.
We do gangster bounce. We don't do free.
Well, y'all need to do Frida. I like Big Frida, and I feel like I feel like Frida is
that money,
very
I
well
would tell him
respected
that
down
boy
to
to
the
touch.
New Orleans.
I swear he won't twerk or he'll never come again.
Hey, twerking is that's what men do in
He
New
gonna
Orleans.
get
I
put
don't think
out
it's the
harsh.
same way. I like the way they be bouncing that ass.
Oh
It
wow.
don't bother me. Throw that ass in the circle. Hey, throw that ass.
Hey,
Hey, I get behind it. I don't mind pegging a nigga every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Put
fuck
that
out of it.
durable plastic on his ass.
Come on, man.
Yes, God, honey.
But Big
Mhm.
Frida, Big Frida make money. Big Frida is paid. See on that Big Frida got big money. You go to New Orleans, Big Frida is big
I mean,
paid.
she
But
got,
nobody
hey, she got
blowing
her
Big
name.
Frida up in California, New York. Big
We
Frida
ain't
is paid.
finna cap for Big Frida on the post. on
Oh,
the
I
show.
know Big
But
Frida. Y'all got Frida for
No
sure.
hashtag Big Freedom for
But
more.
anyway, let's get into this hip hop trivia. After the trivia, y'all stay on after I end the show. This week hip hop trivia question is: what rapper attempted to unalive himself at the age of 12? Again, what rapper attempted to unalive himself at the age of 12? Y'all drop down in the comments and try to answer that real quick. Y'all definitely been rocking with us in the comments or
The
what
GOAT.
have you, and I appreciate y'all. We all appreciate y'all for doing so. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, share and like the video. So again, what rapper tried to unalive himself at the age of 12? Somebody already got the answer. It is what it is. I think I can go ahead and assume that all of y'all know the answer, right?
they don't know it.
I don't.
Okay, you don't know it, Royalty. You don't know it, Roger.
No.
Solo should know it.
Solo, you know it, right?
It's the GOAT.
Okay, we gotta let you answer because you from New Orleans. If you didn't know, then we're gonna have to tell you about yourself.
Is it Lil Wayne?
It's Lil Wayne.
Lil
Yep.
Wayne,
And
for
guess
sure.
who was the first person to answer it in the comments?
T Cook.
T Cook was the first person to answer in the comments. So with that being
Solo say
said,
that's the GOAT.
Hey,
that's
40
a whole
to
nother conversation for a whole nother day.
Oh, I fucks with Wayne, dog.
Yes, indeed. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us tonight. I hope y'all really enjoyed the show.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the
We
show.
had some twists and
Love the show.
turns and things went all kinds of ways, and that's how it go
We
down
was
in
at
the
the
barbershop.
barbershop. We
That's
was
how
at
it
the
go down in the
barbershop.
barbershop. It's real, it's
You're
raw,
amazing.
it's
Man,
rugged, it's uncut. And anybody that's out there, like, you know, when it comes to the barbershop, it ain't about no sensitivity or anything like that. This is the hip hop school, past and present, where you got to pack your tool. When you come up in there, bitch, you got to be ready for anything. With that being said, thank y'all
I
so much.
don't like punks, man. I don't like punks.
Me either.
Thank
I'm with
thank
Breen.
y'all so much for joining us tonight. Thank y'all so much for
What
joining
he
us tonight.
said.
If y'all haven't already,
What he said.
these niggas, not the Asia. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, the like button, share the video. Thank y'all so much for tuning
Tune
in
in during
tonight.
the
We
week
about to
too. Tune in during the
Y'all
week.
have a good
Homeroom
one.
live.
Yeah, homeroom live. Yes, indeed.
The Hip Hop School,
The time.
past and present podcast.